There was no way through for cars in the southern zone of La Paz, the Bolivian capital, on Friday. Groups of neighbours stood on street corners, stopping traffic to protest against President Evo Morales and the vote count that proclaimed him the outright winner of last Sunday's election.
People are coming out so that the government can see the anger they have at what's happened. It's the only way that they can show that. That's why, from young to old, we all have the duty to get out on the streets.
It's now the fifth day of protests, not just here, but in points across the country. The European Union and the Organisation of American States have both expressed concern over a freezing of the supposedly rapid vote count for almost 24 hours. When it was paused, it was heading towards a runoff between Morales and nearest challenger Carlos Mesa. When it came back online, the president was on the brink of outright victory. The opposition has called for a second round to clear up what they say is fraud. The president rejects that, asking where their proof is. His popularity has fallen in this election, but many still stand behind him as a leader who's almost halved poverty and presided over a flourishing economy in his 13 years in charge. For them, these street blocks are an unjustified nuisance.
They have to accept that they lost. Without President Evo Morales, we've got nothing to complain about. There's work for whoever wants it. And with the government before, there wasn't anything. I've personally been able to buy my car with a credit loan.
But especially in recent years, analysts say that the electoral authorities have become uncomfortably close to the government. Many feel democracy is slipping. For those who've taken to the streets, this is where they draw the line. The lights turn green, but there's no cars heading down an avenue that would usually be full of them. It's not all of the capital city, La Paz, but especially in the south, groups of neighbours have blocked off most of the roads. Elsewhere in the country, protests also continued. A general strike entered its third day in the industrial hub of Santa Cruz. The election results are in, but the discontent here continues. John Holman, Al Jazeera, La Paz.